What's going on? I want to talk about chosen ones, what it means to be chosen. I see a lot of content all over geared towards chosen ones. I've studied ideologies that talk about ideal people or chosen ones, and this idea of a select group of people who, for whatever reason, and every culture has them, they exist all over. Who the group is changes depending on who's telling the story. But this idea that there's some group of people who are somehow elevated above another simply because of something that was inherent to this particular select group has caused a lot of chaos. Out of this level of thinking, we've gone to war. We've raped, pillaged, murdered. We've done all manners of acts that were not for the good. If you think that there's a group that is chosen by law, you create a group to be subjugated. And it has to be outpictured in your world. It has to. That's the law. The way that we rise above this level of thinking is by understanding the truth. And that is this: all are saved by grace. The substance that we are, this indestructible, vibrating spirit of love, the soul that you are, the very essence of it is unconditional love. There is a drop of unconditional love within you that is hoping to express itself. And this unconditional love holds true to the vision that Source had for you when you were just a thought form before matter was even created. Now, all of these events has taken place throughout all of what we call history, but all of it is recent history. And one group looks to gain superiority over another by giving a blanket that they call or allow or implant thought forms in the head of the masses that they're chosen. There is one life being lived here. We all exist within one consciousness, and that consciousness is God's. God is the beginning, and God is the end. This started with God and ends with God. No portion of God will be separated, meaning it doesn't matter what you've done nothing wrong. Everything that has happened to fulfill the law. So how do we understand this law? You understand it by building your relationship with God, the God inside of you, not some God outside of you. You understand that this one consciousness that we all exist within is experiencing itself through all of us. We as human beings have the capability of understanding that we are. Before your name was given to you, you were. If no name was given to you, you are. The awareness that you are, or that I am, is the name of God. And whatever you attribute to I am has to outpicture itself. And when I say outpicture itself, I mean it has to make itself real. It has to crystallize in this material world in some form based on the level of intensity that you radiate at that frequency. So when you say I can't do something, when you say I am sick, when you say I am worthless, or when someone else tries to implant thought forms of those likeness to you and you accept it, your acceptance allows the crystallization in your world. So what happens when you declare I am chosen? What happens when you declare I am enough? What happens when you declare I am worthy? And you don't declare it so as to subjugate some other meaning, because I am, you are not. No. You express gratitude for all that is, and respect that the one life being lived is all there is. And every person that you see, no matter what state you see them in, no matter what mental state you see them in, that's all it is. And just as easily as they fell into it, they could fall out of it. You respect that the I am in them is the I am in you. It doesn't matter what they've been through that's caused them to fall into a mental state. Wittingly or unwittingly, it's just a mental state. And just as you've traversed through what you would consider positive and negative mental states, this present I am is filtering these states through every person that you see. This started with order. Order. Vibration and order. We're experiencing distortion as we return to order. You're not this body. You're not the emotions that you feel. You're not the experiences that you've had. You are a vessel for the divine to channel all of these through. And you have the consciousness and the ability and all the power of God to assign judgments to them. That's what we do. We assign judgments to them. And you also have the power and the ability to remain indifferent. Blessings and curses are in the power of the tongue. And the things that you think about will dictate the things that you say. At any given point in time, you are in control of your mental state. If you'd like to be chosen, choose yourself. And it doesn't take subjugating someone else to do so. I love you. I want to see the fullest expression of you. This is The Spark.